Today I'll talk about innovative AR workflows. So I'll make a short introduction of our activity, and then I develop 4 innovative use cases on which we've been working with this year. I chose them because they are funny and very innovative. And then because we talk about innovation, I'll just introduce 3 innovations we are showing this year. So at EZtrack, we design and we develop a camera tracking system that you can see here on the camera. And as a service company, we also do on-set operations. We operate both the 3D render and the camera tracking on set. And really what we like to do is to try to push virtual production to the next level and do some things that have never been done before with our partner Zero Density. And on the creative side, we also have a 3D creative agency called Tessellation Studio that is working with us on most of our projects. Just to summarize the virtual production workflow, so you can work on a green screen like this one, or on XR Studio with LED panels. You will send the movements of the camera in real time to the camera tracking device that would then process it and send it to Reality Engine or Reality Hub if you are using a multi-camera setup. So the first project I want to tell you about is a project we did for Dassault Aviation in France. They wanted to announce their new Falcon aircraft, but of course it was not manufactured yet. So in this case, what can you do except virtual production? So it was really a giant setup. It was in a big aircraft warehouse in Le Bourget Airport in France, and we did the aircraft in 3D on a 1-to-1 scale. The 3D was done by Arthur Gauthier, and we did the operation with the blueprints and the 3D operations. And there was a giant traveling on the ceiling, mechanically encoded by microfilm. And also we had on a Steadicam, we had a Steadicam tracked with the EZtrack and a crane to complete the setup. You can see here this giant aircraft in 3D with the nice reflections on the floor, and this is the nice shot done with the giant traveling on the ceiling. And all this was streamed in live on their YouTube channel. Another project I want to tell you about, it's a project we've done for Crédit Agricole Bank in France for their annual conference. It was during, because of a COVID situation, they had only 500 VIPs on the venue, and they had other collaborators and employees in theaters eating some popcorn in other cities in France. And they asked us for an opening musical show and then a more classical conference with augmented reality for all the people not sitting in the venue but in the theaters. So we had a setup with a PTZ on a crane that was also tracked with EZtrack. We had a small Tundra tracker on the violin for the opening show because there was an opening show with the violinist. So we had this Tundra tracker on the violin to do the object tracking. And now you can see the images. Let's watch it. So we started with this musical show and with this violinist. She was, and what we did is, thanks to the object tracking, and the DMX control, we were also able to communicate with the lighting and activate the lighting in live when the violinist was moving, which was kind of cool. You can see it here, the lights, they react with the movements of the violinist. I think it was kind of a premiere. So 60 meters of LED panels, camera tracking, object tracking on the violin, and then after this musical show, we switched to the more conventional parts, doing some nice augmented reality graphics for the people that were watching the show, the conference, from their home or theater. It was really an impressive setup. It was impossible to do without a Reality Engine and our tracking solutions. A third project I want to talk about today is a graduation show. Basically, our client, the Skema Business School, a big business school in France with 4 campuses all over the world. They came to see us and say, I cannot do my graduation show this year because of COVID. What do I do? So we said, don't panic. We'll do it virtually. And what we did is that we recreated their campus in 3D and we integrated the pictures of the students in the virtual world. We can show the images now. It started on a rooftop, classic virtual studio, but then we zoomed out in the 3D cities in which we integrated the pictures of the students. You can see them on the Pearl Tower in Shanghai, in Times Square, on the Eiffel Tower, and really without Unreal Engine, without Reality Engine, and without our developers doing some code to automatize the integration of the pictures, it would have taken days and days to do that. So it was quite kind of fun. Last project I want to talk to you about is a project we did with Zero Density and our US partner Pop-Up Media. It was in Mexico with Riot for League of Legends esports LLA finals. It was really a big setup with 7 LED screens. We did object tracking on the Winners' Cup to be able to live display some VFX. We did some DMX lighting to match the virtual light with the real light of the environment, and we automated the switch. When the DOP was switching the camera, we were also switching in the virtual world automatically thanks to the code that we developed. So that was the main venue, and then we did a lot of zoom in, zoom out to go to the virtual world, show the teams, show the environment of the game, come back to the studio, talk about the winners, etc. It was really kind of fun to do that. Did some in-games shots. Back to the venue again with AR such as fire, earthquake. It was really funny. And now the live VFX on the Winners' Cup, thanks to the tracking with anti-latency. And to finish, the project we're working on now is an e-scooter project, so electric scooter. It's kind of impressive what they do with the electronic scooter, and we are redoing a whole metaverse with 3 virtual studios in it, and it will be broadcasted in the months to come. Yeah, and so we are talking about innovation today. So very briefly, 3 innovations. You can see it and discuss here with us. We have a new, very small form factor tracking box for our EZtrack tracking technology. And we have a Swan tracker that is very accurate, more accurate than other trackers on the market. You can see it here, the small box at the bottom of the camera with the Swan tracker. It was tested on L'Oréal project because nous le valons bien. And the last innovation we are presenting here is the next slide, please. It's a lens calibration tool called EZProfile. Lens calibration, it can be, forgive me, but a pain in the ass according to everybody that is doing this. And so we wanted to create this standalone software to be able to easily do some accurate lens calibration, and then you can send your lens profile to your favorite render engine, which is of course Reality Engine. So that's the end of the presentation. Thank you for listening, and I think there's a party coming, so let's party. Thank you.